new iPhone is here, and this year I'm testing classic black titanium color. Although Apple keeps making interesting variations of colors, I think these standard black and white titanium colors have the most premium feel. I get the hype with natural titanium, it was something completely new, but this year, after checking out the Desert Titanium on hands at Apple Store, I don't think it's really worth it. So last year I got myself a white one, and this time I'm going for black titanium. Props to Apple with their carbon neutral goals for the future, but with that, we're keeping losing on those unboxing experiences with a bunch of stuff in the package. But it's still as joyful as it can be. So here's the black titanium color on hands. Year by year, it feels like Apple doesn't make any major changes to the iPhones. But still, if we compare devices that are years apart, like 13 and 16 iPhone, it's really a huge leap. And even comparing the 16 Pro to the 15 Pro, there are still some crucial changes. So Apple made the screen slightly bigger, now it's 6.3 inches instead of 6.1 inches from previous models, and the resolution is also slightly bigger. With that upgrade, this year's iPhone becomes a little heavier than the 15 Pro, but it's still lighter than the 14 Pro. The main addition to the design of the iPhone this year is camera control button and all the camera updates in general. So at first try, this button is kinda hard to use. After taking a picture, it has a little lag, like 1 second before you can move the slider again. Well, I'll be testing it in the coming weeks. Another nice thing that Apple updated this year is their built-in photo filters. Although I always edit my photos in Lightroom and Photoshop, these filters feel like a good and fast solution to give your photos a unique look. Now to the ultra-wide camera. It becomes the 48 megapixel camera, which we're all have been waiting for. On previous generations, ultra-wide cameras had pretty bad quality and all the pictures and videos, especially on the low light, were pretty grainy. And the telephoto camera now has a 5x optical zoom instead of last year's 3x. Another huge update from previous generations is ultra high quality slow motion. Now you can record it in 120 frames per second in crisp 4K. Well, Apple keeps delivering on those cameras and keeps turning the phone to the compact cinema camera. I don't think anyone can beat it right now. People keep making real big budget movies with just an iPhone, and sometimes music videos too, like the one that Apple showed at the keynote from Weekend. It's crazy to think that it was shot on an iPhone. Now, after throwing $1,000 on a new iPhone, we need to be slightly financially responsible and take care of the protection of our new phones. In the last year, I dropped my 15 Pro quite a few times, and if not for the case, I'm sure it will be broken. So this year, TAG hooked me up with their famous ultra-thin cases for the iPhones. They are super slim, like less than a millimeter, which I love because it doesn't ruin the initial design and form factor of the iPhone. So you have an easy access to all the buttons, especially with the new camera control button. This case also has a little gap to protect the screen and also have a cover for all the cameras. And with these features, these cases are also ultra light, like 13 to 15 grams. And even with this case on, the iPhone 16 Pro is still lighter than the caseless 14 Pro. And also with the case, let's apply the screen protector. The process is pretty simple. In the package there are regular wipes, wet wipes, and the thing to reduce the bubbles when you applied the screen protector. So you put this thing on top of your phone and just pull. And yeah, that's it. I've been keeping my eye on TAG cases for a couple of years now, and I'm grateful to test them this year. You can get these super slim cases from TAG using the link in the description, and with my codes you will get the 10% discount at checkout. And thank you TAG for helping me get the new iPhone 16 Pro and make this video possible. Now, one of the crucial steps when getting a new iPhone is the setup, because how you'll set up your iPhone will determine the joy of using it. I don't judge, but some people are real hoarders. They have hundreds of apps, countless screens with different folders. I prefer a more minimalist approach, although I don't really like this word. I just keep all the things pretty intentional. On the previous iOS versions, I've used an app called MD Blank to place transparent widgets, so all the necessary apps are under my thumb. And with fresh iOS update, you don't even need third-party apps to control your widgets on screen. So previously I set up this gray background color and the widgets that's also with this color. But I made them scrollable, so I have quick access to some things like a calendar or my screen time to control my social media addiction. But right now I don't even need any of this. I can just move everything wherever I want. So this is my simple setup. Join me on my road to 10,000 subscribers. I'm grateful for each and every one of you watching this video, and see you in the next one or this one.